Hi guys, Dave in Texas again, and what I got in front of me today is a little neat ES-339 Ultra. Really slick little guitar I've shown you before. And the reason I've got it out today is I want to get a bass line sound for it before I do any more modifications to it. And by modifications, what I want to do is replace the Tuno-Crapic bridge with a Stewart Mac roller that I bought, and I have to modify that roller as well by drilling out the mounting screws area and put that on, as well as change out this fake plastic mixture, whatever they call it, on this guitar, and put a real bone nut on there that I've been working with. See how that comes out. But I want to first, of course, get a tone level, a volume and tone level and sustain level, all that good stuff, and share that with you, and also answer some really quick questions, right? Well, the reason this is out of tune is because, yeah, I haven't intonated it because I knew I was going to change the bridge out. I hate these bridges, right? Took a while to get one in. And I'm doing the mod Chinese guitar at the moment, so that's going to take a while, right? So anything I do is going to sound flat because they're all flat, right? Unless I just tune it sharp and go above, which I could do. That's a good level for that. Let's go back up to the front pup. There's a good for that. Let's go back to the bridge. Alright, those are on the pickups. Let's go to the nano magnet by itself. Anyway, that's a good, bass line to judge the tone that I'm going to get, as well as the the tone that I'm going to get, and the sound of the guitar, right? Got to cut this anyway. So, I'm also still getting some fret buzzing on this, and it's becoming quite apparent as I go up and down this guitar's neck. I got to get that set up. So the intonation was always an issue. I've got to get that worked on and fixed. And sustain. Let's hear what that sounds like. Alright, that's for the Nanos. How about the 2 pickups? That's for the both pickups. Now, some real quick answers, guys. Here we are with the guitar. We're explaining to you what tuning issues are going on. And one more time, when I show these fakes, for the very first time, I put new strings on them before I play them. I don't like playing somebody else's yucky, dead skin string goo on the strings, right? Just don't like doing it. And I always end up with a broken tuner or two. Now, if you end up with great tuners, fine. You're a lucky guy. Because most of us end up with something wrong with the tuners. And not just me. It's not just me that ends up with one. I'm not that bad luck. But everyone I've talked to, issues are with the tuners, right? And with the pickups as well. However, if you got one with great pickups, great. Good for you. Your luck is holding. If you got one with good pickups, good tuners, good electronics, everything is great, there's no polish issue, then you got one that that was really truly a miracle. And I really doubt what you're telling me. Anyhow, also with this guitar, right, I have a little bone to pick with Gibson and Epiphone. And I kind of understand why these two companies are going down the drain. It's not because of fake guitars. It's because of customer service. And it's also because their sales, well, the regional salespeople are just god-awful terrible. According to like 4 different stores that they supply, they barely see them in there, right? So, if you don't have your Gibson rep around speaking to everyone and pushing their products, who the hell is going to do it? If you don't have your Gibson rep in there trying to maintain stocking levels on his products, what goods are you doing the company? You know, you want to tell me that? It doesn't make a lot of sense. But here's an issue that came up. When I first got this guitar, I bought it from the Guitar Center, and I thought, well, no problem. You know, I'm getting this thing for like $200 off list price, or sorry, not list price, but their sales price in the store for a brand new ES-339. And as I told you before, it was on the floor and got a very tiny set of scratches on it, which I still can't see one set, but one is like maybe an inch long and I could barely see it. But otherwise, it's a beautiful guitar, okay? And for Epiphone, it's excellent guitar, right? So, I knew coming into the deal, I was not going to get a lot of freebies out of it, alright? Normally you go in, you buy a guitar, you try to get the price down, even the retail sales price, you try to get them to come off a little bit. And if they won't sweeten the deal, you ask for kickers along with the deal. Like, I need a new set of strings to go with that deal, I need 12 picks to go with that deal, little things like that. I need a couple extra practice chords to go with that deal, and if you throw those in, the deal's done. Well, a lot of times guitar store or guitar center managers, they can do that. They can actually sweeten the deal just a little bit. You know, little things like that. Some free picks, a couple of sets of strings thrown in, if you're paying that full price for that guitar, right? And they're not coming down on us, or on sale already for them. So I knew, being $200 off, they're not throwing anything in on this one, right? But I thought at least it would come with a case candy. It's supposed to come with. You follow me? It's supposed to have a registration card, a pamphlet. Gosh, it should have a manual, but it didn't. The only thing that guys could come up with was the very, very excellent USB connection cord. Bear with me, guys. I got to pull this thing out. The USB connection cord that comes with these, right? They managed to find that. Hold on. Shut up for a minute. Right, they got that. See this? Very nice. And it's, of course, unique. It's got that printer connector on it, right? It goes into the guitar. So you just can't use any old USB cord. It's pretty heavy duty, and it's about, I'd say 8 feet. Alright? So that's the only thing they could find that actually went with the guitar. And if it actually did, I'm not really sure. It could be that it's just one they had laying around, and what the heck, you know, let's just throw this one in because it is a USB cord, and it is the type he needs. But looking at it, I think it is the one that came with it, right? So, I get home, and I'm thinking, you know, I'll just write up Epiphone, tell him, hey, I bought this guitar, here's it is, can you send the case candy, because I didn't get mine. You know, knowing a guitar center and guitars that don't come with a case, which this one doesn't, they knew the issue. They don't have places to store all this stuff, because every guitar they get, the minute they get it, it goes on the shelf, you know, to show people. It doesn't just sit there, you know. It wouldn't do them any good, right, in storeroom. And storing things like case candy is the last thing they want to be concerned about. So, either they throw it in a big box and they just choose and pick and choose from it as they go along, or maybe some people or some store managers keep it in a box or an envelope or something, but this guy doesn't, right? So I wrote to Epiphone, I told them what I was missing, and I said, guys, I'd like to have the poster that comes with it. I'd like to have the bumper sticker that comes with it. I'd like to have the practice cord and the other material that comes with it, and the warranty card and ownership card, and you know, everything else, the poster and practice cord, all of it, and Allen wrench. Would you mind sending it to me? And I get this guy back on the email the next day. No problem, Dave. Thanks for buying the guitar. I thought, well, that was very nice, you know, because he came on real fast and real strong. And yeah, I'll get this stuff right out to you, right? Holidays came up, didn't hear from him. Wrote him again. Oh, sorry, somebody dropped the ball. I'll send this stuff to you. Well, what I first got, and remember I was saying first got, was this. All right, and it's a pre-pack list. It should have came with a guitar, and it's for my records, the warranty card, and I filled out, you know, you fill that out and send it in, which I still have to do, which I will. Right, it's a limited lifetime warranty on it. It's a nice little, you know, thingy-mabobby. You definitely send these in, guys, in case something happens to this, because there's a lot of electronics on it. You don't have to pay for those if you don't have to have them friggin' repaired, right? And the other thing that came with it was the owner's manual, right? Owner's manual. Get me? And in this owner's manual, to save you know, money, they give you first of all the history of Epiphone, right? History of Epiphone. Okay? And you know, it's for your records. It's a nice little book to keep your information in it for yourself, and how to take care of the instrument, how to adjust it, that, you know, how to do all that kind of good stuff, how to do the tune-o-matic, just on and on, restring it, and it shows you, the weird thing about it shows you how to restring a acoustic. Alright, see that? Those are the it's just silly, but anyway, they kind of made it too generic. Alright, and the thing is, this is my owner's manual, right? And you're looking at you know, Les Paul Epiphone. You're looking at the I don't know what model that is, the Casino Epiphone. You're looking at let's see, the Alley Cat Epiphone. You're looking at the BB King Epiphone. We go to the whatchamacallit, this is the Carina Flying V, right? And this is the let's see, what is that? That's called a Special 2. This is the one they sell the most of guitars. It's only like $160, right? I bought one of these once and turned it into a real guitar. Then it goes to the what is that? The Fat 210. It looks like a Strat. Alright. It goes to that weird bass, Jack Cassidy bass. Alright. Let's see. And last but not least, thank you for buying and choosing Epiphone. And this is my owner manual. This is my owner's manual. This is my owner's manual for my guitar. Unfortunately, my guitar is not even in here. Well, help that gives me, because unfortunately, it says nothing about the nano magnet. It says nothing about the tuning, right? It says nothing about the wear and tear on the choices that you have with the push-pulls. It has nothing about this guitar in it. It's kind of like this was an afterthought. Throw this in here, and let's don't print one, right? So I go online and I find like I think it's like 20-page manual on this guitar, which is in depth, in detail, and much better. They just didn't print it. They just gave me that schlock piece of bullshit. And I'm telling you, that's bullshit. You don't put that in there and say, here's your owner's manual, and that's that. It has nothing to do with what your guitar is. You know, it's like, what the hell? So anyway, that went on for about 2 weeks. I'm thinking, boy, now I get screwed. This guy just sent me a couple of pieces of paper and told me to fuck off. So I wrote him again. I said, you know, it's kind of sad that I've got to ask 3 or 4 times for something like this when I was told it would be sent. It never got sent. He goes, oh, let me check again, guy. I'm so sorry, you know. So what does he do? In no less than 5 days, this is what I get in the mail, right? I get a nicer, well, it's okay, it's Chinese, but I get a decent, well, I get a kind of crummy practice cord that's like 8 feet, right? I also get my official Epiphone poster, right? I'm thinking, oh, it'd be so cool to see this with my guitar on there, my new ES-339. Which, by the way, is like the second hottest selling guitar for Epiphone this year. Sorry, 2012. The second hottest selling one was this. The plain brand with nothing on, just the ES-339 standard, sold out. Go figure. So what do? They make posters, right, for the hot, you know, Epiphones, and it's not even on here, right? It's like, what the shit? Okay, this doesn't make any sense. I keep looking at it thinking, maybe I missed it somehow. Where the hell is it? But it's got every single Epiphone on here on the back of it. Here's the hot ones they talk about. The Les Pauls, where else? The acoustics, the jazz guitars, the bass, the Rumble Cat. You know, it's like, what the shit? This is Les Paul bullshit again. It's like, well, alright, look at the back of it. Here's all their line. And you tell me, where's the ES-339 in this line? Because that top line, that's where it should be. And the very first guitar they have is the biggest one they got from Epiphone. It's also one of the poorest selling. Right? Then you come up to the Casino and the Sheraton, which are good sellers for them. Still, they were at the hottest this year. The ES-339 was the hottest selling guitar for Epiphone this year. Standard. And then came the Pro, and then the Ultra. And they sold out the Standard and almost sold out the Pro and the Ultra. Sold out, guys. And as in, let's go back in production, make some more. Right? So somebody hit the right note with this little ES-339. But look, that's it. As far as the hollow bodies, that's it, guys. There's your basses and acoustics. They don't even have it on here. So the poster for my guitar doesn't exist as far as Epiphone is concerned. And I think it's because it originally met with a very slow sales response from people, especially for the Gibson when it was like $3,000. You know, the same thing. Gibson offers this guitar with voodoo wood and 57 pickups for about $2,000, $2,400. Like, what the shit? You crazy bastards! I'm not paying that for that. I'd rather have this guitar made of the same friggin' wood. It's not the same grade of wood, with these Epiphone design pups for this guitar, specifically designed for this guitar, which is basically old style 57s are in it, and with all the nice, neat electronics to go with it, rather than the same guitar made of top grade woods, right, with a Gibson headstock on it, with nothing on it, for $2,400. Oh yeah, I got my little, you know, bumper sticker Epiphone, right, and I got my little Allen key, right, for the truss rod. I'm thinking, you know, if I was a kid, I'd be really disappointed in this shit. You know, everything I got was wrinkled, bent, or spindled, right? But that's the way it goes. You know, it's kind of like afterthoughts, aftermarkets. But guys, if one of your hottest little guitars selling doesn't even appear on a poster, right? Don't you think that's a problem? Yeah, I'm sure you printed up thousands of these things, but you also do reprints. Duh. If you're gonna keep using these, posters, wouldn't it be so simple to stick this guitar in there, you know, and show the Pro and Ultras and the Standard as well? Unless you don't intend to, you know, continue with this line, but why wouldn't you? Other than the Special 2, which is like a stripped down Les Paul model of plywood for $129, this was your hottest selling guitar. Why wouldn't you advertise this thing? Damn. Of course, the Gibson ES-339 got terrible response. You know, it's like, lukewarm. That's okay. It's kind of like a little bitty 335, but, you know, I don't know. There was nothing special about it. That's why I bought the Epiphone. I wanted to hear those special things that Gibson came up with, or Epiphone's designers came up with, and they did do a good job on this. You have to admit that. And in no way am I disappointed in this guitar. None. You know? It is a great little guitar. So I got my bass line ready to go, and you'll be able to hear it once it's finished and rocky rolly. And last note before I close down is that what good would it do to show this thing in distortion mode? You don't have my pedals, you don't have my rig, you don't have my boards, you don't have my amps. You would never be able to duplicate the sound anyway. So it's kind of like, that's pretty stupid. Anybody tries to demonstrate a guitar for you and all of a sudden he's into Sweet Child of Mine or some kind of Aerosmith boogie or whatever the hell he's doing, some Zeppelin licks, turn it off. Because all he's doing is feeding his own ego. He doesn't want to put on there as a cover. He wants to put on there, it's trying to demonstrate this Chinese Les Paul. Bullshit. He's doing a cover that you know, he knows you wouldn't listen to, but trying to show it as a demonstration for that guitar, right? Well, I don't pull those games. I don't do that bullshit, right? Any questions? Dave in Texas. Have a good one. All right. Bye.